Good morning students. Today we are going to start Unit 2, Lesson 4, Principles of Inheritance and Variation. And the topics we are going to learn today are multiple alleles with reference to human blood groups, blood types, RH factor, genetic control of RH factor, erythroblastosis fetalis, sex determination in man and insects. So before we begin the lesson, we should know certain terms which are often repeated in this lesson. So first one, as we are going to learn about inheritance and all those factors related to that, we should know what is genetics. So genetics is a branch of biology that deals with the study of heredity and variation. So like how we have many branches in science, biology, genetics is one among that, and it deals with the study of heredity and variation. Heredity means the characters which are transmitted from the parents to the child, that is heredity, and variation is the differences that are seen among the organisms. That is, we don't exactly resemble our parents, we show some differences. That differences are called as variation. So the branch of science that deals with the study of heredity and variation. So the unit of heredity is gene. Gene is a very important factor. So what is gene? The inherited factor that determines the biological character of an organism. Each and every organism shows different characters. Those characters are determined by a factor. That factor is called gene. So we can say gene is a protein which expresses. So when the gene is expressed, that character is expressed. For example, we have gene for our hair color, then height, skin color. So various gene controls these characters. So that is why we call it as the inherited factor that determines the biological character of an organism. How we are. These all characters are determined only by the gene. So what is variation? So I told you before what is variation. The degree by which the progeny differs from their parents. So how the characters or the differences what we show, there are many similarities between a parent and the offspring. But even though there are similarities, there are certain differences also. Those differences are called as variation that occurs because of recombination. So the degree by which the progeny differs from their parents, this is called as variation. Now we will see about genes and alleles. Genes, I told you, genes expresses the character. Each and every character are expressed only with the help of the genes. So what are alleles? All genes have two alternative forms. That alternative form of the genes are called as alleles. So to make clear, we can say genes are like dosas. So we have dosa, so that is gene. What is the alternate form of that? Dosa, podi dosa, masala dosa, they are the alternative forms. So they are alleles. So is it clear? All genes have alternative forms. Those alternative forms are only alleles. Now another one example I will tell you. Hair, nature of hair, gene for the nature of hair. So we all don't have hair of the same type. So each and every one have different type of hair. So that is controlled by the gene. So the allele for that is, some have rough hair, some have long hair, some have straight hair, some have curly hair. All these are controlled by alleles. So the alternate form of the gene are responsible for that differences. That is alleles. So the alternate form of the gene are alleles. So they are expressed as dominant and recessive forms. So the alleles can be present either in dominant or recessive forms. So in Mendel's monohybrid cross, you have read about this tall and dwarf plants. Tall and dwarf plant, here if you see, the gene responsible for this is height of the plant. But the allele which is responsible for that tall and dwarf is capital T and small t. So capital T determines the dominant trait and small t determines the recessive trait. The same only for round and wrinkled also. The former, if you see, former means the first one, if you see, normal or wild allele. Normal allele or wild allele means the allele which is existing as such from the beginning till now without any change. That is what is called as normal or wild allele. Whereas the later, the small t, if you see, the allele which has undergone mutation, that is when there is any change in the gene, any change or sudden changes in the nature of the gene, it is called as mutation. So that mutant allele, that is what is this recessive allele. So you see this diagram. So this is nucleus. So the cell contains the nucleus. So this nucleus contains chromatin reticulum. The chromatin reticulum during cell division gets condensed into chromosome. This chromosome is completely packed with DNA. So this chromosome, if it is unwinded, we get the spiral DNA, and the segment or the portion of the DNA is called as gene, and the alternate form of this gene is called as allele. So now next one, if you see here, these are the homologous chromosomes. So in this homologous chromosome, you can see here this is allele 1 and allele 2. So this expresses a dominant character and this expresses a recessive character. And when this dominant recessive characters are present, only the dominant character will be expressed. The recessive will be hidden. So this one, it can exist either in the homozygous form or in the heterozygous form. Homozygous means when both are dominant, we call it as homozygous. But one is dominant and the other one is recessive, we call it as heterozygous. Homozygous can be either homozygous dominant or homozygous recessive. Sometimes the homozygous both can be dominant or sometimes both are recessive. Then we call it as homozygous recessive. Now we are clear what is allele. What are multiple alleles? So I told you here two alternative forms of the genes are called as alleles. So some cases what happens is some of the characters are determined by more than two alleles, that is 3 or more alleles of a gene that control a particular trait. Particular character is controlled by 3 or more alleles and they also occupy the same locus on the homologous chromosome. Though there are 3 or more alleles, they do not occupy different places in the chromosome, they occupy only the same place. So locus means it is the position of the gene, that is what is called as locus. So they occupy the same locus on the homologous chromosome of an organism. Then we call it as multiple alleles. So alleles we read two alternative forms, but here 3 or more alleles are present and they occupy the same locus. So here in this diagram, if you see, this is the locus for flower color gene. So the gene for flower color is present here, but if you see here, this is the allele for white flower and this is the allele for purple flower. So though they are different colors, they occupy the same locus. So if you see the same population, that is if it is a particular type of plant, you can see some of the flowers, you can see the rose flowers in different colors. So different colors are due to different alleles. Though there are different alleles, they are occupying the same locus. So that is why we are telling this as multiple alleles. And the inheritance of that multiple alleles is multiple allelism. The same multiple allele is inherited from the parents to the offspring. We call it as multiple allelism. And one more example for that is ABO blood group. ABO blood group also, we know that we have A group, B group, AB and O. So though it is a gene, blood group gene, there are different allelic forms. The same skin color of certain organisms also. So these are all multiple alleles. Now we will see the human blood groups in detail. So as we said before, this is also an example for multiple allelism. So more than 2 alleles for a gene in population. So we have more than 2 alleles for blood groups. So where it is present is, it is present in chromosome 9 and it is called as I gene. I gene is isoagglutination gene. We will see about why it is given as I and why, in other words, instead of I, L also can be determined here, used to denote this gene. So chromosome 9 contains the gene for ABO blood group. So you can see all do not have the same type of blood group. Some has A, some have B, some have O, some have AB. Though there are different types of blood groups, in all of people the same position is occupied by the blood group gene. So that is multiple alleles. So this was discovered by Landsteiner, Karl Landsteiner in the year 1900s. And this inheritance of different types of blood group show multiple allelism. This was discovered by Bernstein in the year 1925. So blood type group shows multiple allelism. That was discovered by Bernstein. How this blood group differs is they differ chemically. And incompatible blood groups, if the blood groups are incompatible, it leads to agglutination. Agglutination means clumping of blood. So when A blood group is combined with B blood group, clumping of the blood occurs because of the difference in the chemical structure. Karl Landsteiner discovered antigen A and antigen B, that is type A, type B and type O type of blood groups. So what Landsteiner discovered is antigen A and antigen B, and whichever has antigen A is called as type A blood, and whichever has type B antigen is called as type B blood, and which has both A and B is called as AB, and which does not have this antigen is called as type O. So that we will see here. So O blood group is called as universal donor because this O blood group can be given to any type of blood group person. That is why it is called as universal donor. It can be donated to any blood groups. Next, fourth and the rarest blood group is AB. This AB group was not found by Landsteiner but Landsteiner's students, that is it was discovered by Van de Castel and Sterling. These two are the students of Landsteiner. So they discovered this AB group. This is the fourth and the rarest blood group, and this is universal recipient. Recipient means AB can only receive from all these blood group type, but it cannot donate. So it is not a donor. It is so that is why it is called as universal recipient. And the gene is expressed as L or I. I told you before. So either I is used to denote or L is used to denote. L, it is after the discoverer Landsteiner. I indicates isoagglutination. So these antigens sometimes present in saliva, tears, urine, semen, gastric juice and milk of animals. Then it is called as secretors. And these blood groups, they exist in, that is these alleles exist in three forms. They are called as IA, IB and IO. So IA allele produces N-acetyl galactose transferase. So that is, I told you there are three different alleles. So one is IA allele, IB allele, IO allele. So this allele, why the blood group is different is this allele, they are responsible for the production of different types of enzyme. They contain the different types of enzyme and they add a different type of substance to the precursor. That is why they are making the difference in the blood group. So now see this IA allele, this gene, that is this gene is responsible for the production of the N-acetyl galactose transferase, and this enzyme adds N-acetyl galactose amine to the precursor. So this I will show it in the video, then it will be clear for you. The same way IB, if you see, this allele produces galactose transferase enzyme which help to add galactose to the precursor. So since this is adding N-acetyl galactose amine, so here if you see this is adding galactose. So this makes the difference in the blood groups A and B. So when you see all blood seems to be the same, but when we test it, there will be the difference in the antigen. Next one, if you see IO, this allele has no transferase enzyme, so we call it as null allele, and it cannot add NAG. NAG is N-acetyl galactosamine or galactose to the precursor. So that is why we call IO allele as null allele. And then if you see this IA and IB are dominant to IO. If a father has A blood group, that is allele for A blood group, and mother has the allele for O blood group, that is IO. So what type of blood group will be seen in the offspring is only A type. because A is dominant to O. The same way B is dominant to O. If B and O are present, only B will be expressed. So IA and IB are dominant to IO blood group. But A and B are co-dominant. A and B are equally dominant. So if A and B are present, both will be expressed. So that is why it is given co-dominant to each other. The child receives one of the three alleles. So A, B or IO, whichever the parent has, that will be received by the child. 4 blood groups are formed based on this alleles. One is A, B, AB and O. So how are the genotypes? Based on this blood groups, we have 6 genotypes. So either it can be IA means A blood group, IA-IO again A blood group, IB-IB B blood group, IB-IO B blood group, IA-IB AB group and IO-IO O group. So 6 genotypes are possible, that is the possibilities of genotypes are 6 based on this blood groups. So we will see a video about RBO blood group system. In this we are going to see ABO blood group antigens, ABO blood group antibodies and from where these ABO antibodies have come. So these are the things we are going to see now. So here in ABO blood group system we have seen these are determined by the antigens expressed on the RBCs. So the RBCs contain antigens. So this was discovered by an Austrian scientist called Karl Landsteiner. This ABO blood group system, he is called Landsteiner, and human blood is grouped into 4 principal types, that is A, B, AB and O. So now we will see about ABO blood group antigens. ABO blood group antigens are based on the presence or absence of 2 antigens, that is ABO blood group is based on the presence or absence of 2 antigens, antigen A and antigen B. These antigens are carbohydrates. So the presence or absence of this antigen, it depends on the DNA, individual's DNA. This DNA expresses different types of enzymes. These enzyme catalyzes series of reactions in which they transfer sugar units. These enzymes are known as transferases. So these enzymes are responsible for the antigen expressed on the RBC. So we have different antigens, that is A and B. These antigens are formed only because of these enzymes. Now you see A, B, A, B, O. So these 4 blood types are there. There are many antigens, but we are going to see only 2 of that. So 2 million antigens are there. So here in this we are going to see 2 as an example. Only we are going to see only 2 types. All blood type in individuals express the precursor oligosaccharide on the RBC. So on the RBC, all types of blood group, they will have this precursor called as oligosaccharide. This oligosaccharide, if you see, all human also expresses the transferase enzyme that transfers and detaches this fucose to the precursor oligosaccharide. So this fucose will bind to the precursor oligosaccharide and result in the formation of H antigen. So this is called as H antigen. When the oligosaccharide binds to the fucose, it is called as H antigen. But what makes the difference in this blood group is, in this first type you can see N-acetyl galactosamine. This N-acetyl galactosamine, when it is bound, this enzyme helps in the binding of N-acetyl galactosamine to the H antigen. We call it as A type. And again the same way, if you see, it is N-acetyl galactosamine here. Here it is galactose. Galactose binds to the H antigen. Then it is B blood type, or we can say B group blood. And AB, normally you can see both will be seen, that is this N-acetyl galactosamine and galactose will be seen binded on either side of the H antigen. So that makes AB blood group. You can see here N-acetyl galactosamine and here galactose are binded to H antigen to form the AB blood group. Whereas in O, I said this is null allele, so it does not have any enzyme to bind any substance to the H antigen. So only H antigen, that is the precursor alone, will be seen, but there is no antigen for O blood group. So these are all the different types of antigen. The major difference is N-acetyl galactosamine and galactose, which binds to them. So now we will see ABO blood group antibodies. So here we know which type of antibody will be present in a particular blood type. So how do we identify which type of antibody will be present? Our immune system forms antibodies against the missing ABO blood group antigens. So which is missing, that will be the antibody. Which antigen is missing, that will be the antibodies. That type of antibodies will be seen in the blood serum or blood plasma. Now we will see here. Now this is a person with A blood group. So normally if you see, he has antigen A. So what will be missing is antigen B. So what antibodies will be present is anti-B antibodies. So which antigen is missing, that type of antibodies will be present in the blood plasma. In B blood group if you see, they will have B antigen. What is missing is A antigen. So they will have anti-A antibodies. Antigen A is missing, so they will have anti-A antibodies. Now the same way if you see AB blood group, they will have both antigen A and antigen B. So if they have both antigen A and antigen B, what will be the condition is, normally there will not be any antibodies. So no antibodies will be seen. So next one, in O blood group, already we have seen there is no antigen. Both antigen A and antigen B are missing. So in that case, both anti-A antibodies and anti-B antibodies will be present. So this is about the antibodies of the blood group. So which antigen is missing, that will be the type of antibodies will be seen in the blood serum. Now see this tabular column. So these are all the blood groups A, B, AB and O. Now A has antigen A and antibodies B, and B blood group if you see, it has antigen B and antibodies will be A. Next one, AB will have both antigen A and antigen B. What will be the antibodies? No antibodies, because they have both antigens. And O, there is no antigen, that is why we call it as null allele forms this. So next one, if you see antibodies, both anti-A and anti-B antibodies are seen because there is no antigen. So that is about the ABO blood group system. So here you can see in this, this is given as a tabular column. So antibodies are present against the antigen which is absent or missing on the cell membrane of RBC. So which antigen is missing on the cell membrane, that will be the antibodies in the plasma. So now the question is, from where these antibodies came? We are saying antibodies are present in the plasma. So from where these antibodies come? Antigens similar to ABO blood group antigen, that is antigen A and antigen B, are found in nature. So the microorganisms that are present in the digestive tract and the foodstuffs we intake help in the formation of these antibodies. That is, the antibodies will be formed against the antigen present in our blood group. So now we will see an example, the bacterial cell which contains a antigen A and antigen B. So the bacterial cell contains both the antigen now. Now we will see how it works. This is a person with blood group A. So he has antigen A. Now this is the bacteria which enters into the person, which has both antigen A and antigen. Now what happens is, this antigen A recognizes this bacterial antigen A and thinks it is self, because this is also antigen A and this is also antigen A. So no reactions or no responses will be made. But whereas this is antigen A, so which will be new to that is only this antigen B will be new to that. So it realizes this as non-self. So what will be made is anti-B antibodies will be made. So antigen A realizes this as self and antigen A realizes this as non-self, and then the body forms the anti-B antibodies against this bacterial antigen B. So this is how the antibodies are formed in our blood plasma or blood serum. Now ABO blood group system, this determined by the antigens expressed on the RBCs. The antibodies are present against the antigen which is absent or missing on the cell membranes of the RBCs. These two are very important in the ABO blood group system. The next topic is RH blood group system. The RH blood group system was also discovered by Karl Landsteiner and Wiener in 1940s, and RH is derived from rhesus monkey. So RH blood group antigen is protein in chemical nature. There are 49 RH antigens and it is represented by D. So D antigen is the most important. So you can see this is here, it is represented as a triangle shape. So here in this, if you see a blood cell contains the Rhd antigen, then the person is said to be Rh positive. And if there is no Rhd antigen, that is when the D antigen is absent, the person is said to be Rh negative. So this Rh positive and negative only will determine the blood group as positive group or negative blood group. So we will see what are the Rh blood group antibodies. The first one, naturally if you see, normally this naturally occurring anti-D antibodies are absent in the plasma of any normal individual. So our immune system forms antibodies against the missing ABO blood group antigens. This I told already. So it is not like that in the case of Rh antigen. So no natural anti-Rh antibodies are found in the serum of Rh negative individual. So but one case that is when the Rh negative individual is exposed to Rhd antigen, the body starts producing anti-Rh antibodies. Naturally there is no antibodies, but when the person is exposed to that, then body starts producing antibodies. This when it occurs is naturally, it occurs during blood transfusion, that is when there is incompatible blood is given during blood transfusion, or when Rh mother encounters Rh antigens on fetal RBCs. So when this, that is when the mother is Rh negative and when the child is Rh positive, in that case also this incompatibility occurs and the body starts producing antibodies. There are 8 blood types based on this Rh factor. So what are they is the A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive and O negative. So these are the 8 blood types that are formed based on the Rh factor, that is Rhd antigen. The designation of AB, AB and O reflects the presence or absence of ABO blood type antigens. So based on this AB antigen only, we are forming this AB, A, B, AB and O blood group. Antibodies in the serum will be against the missing ABO blood type antigens. So how the antibodies are formed? Based on the missing antigen. So we have learned already, A antigen is present, B antibodies will be present. But here plus or minus, that is positive or negative after a blood type reflects the presence or absence of Rh antigen respectively. So how we determine the positive blood or negative blood is based on the Rh antigen. So in this 8 blood types we can see what are present. So this is a person with A blood group. So A positive is given. So A positive means what are the factors that is present in the RBC is, first one, A antigen will be present. If A antigen is present, anti-B antibodies will be seen. So anti-B antibodies will be seen. Along with that, since it is plus symbol positive, it is Rh positive, that is Rh antigen will be present. The next, if you see B positive. So in B positive, B antigen will be present in the surface of the RBC, and then since B antigen is present, anti-A antibodies will be seen, and since this is positive, what will be seen is D antigen will be seen, that is this Rh antigen will be seen. So these all together will be seen on the, this will be seen on the blood surface, this RBC surface, and that will be seen in the plasma here. Next one for AB positive. AB positive also you can see A antigen as well as B antigen will be present. So this is antigen A and this is antigen B, but what will not be seen is no antibodies will be seen, but Rh antigen will be present. So both antigens are there, so no antibodies will be seen. So negative in the C, in all cases negative, if you see there will not be any antigen. So O positive, this O is derived from a German word called ohne, it means without. So what is absent? There is no antigen, only antibodies will be present. Since there is no antigen, both the antibodies, that is anti-A antibodies and anti-B antibodies will be present. But when it is negative, there is no RH antigen. So, that is what is about the 8 blood types. So, you can see here anti-A antibodies and anti-B antibodies are seen. Here there is, along with that RH antigen is seen, but here there is no RH antigen. So, in all negative cases, if you see, that is whether it is A negative or B negative, RH antigen will be absent. So, RH blood group system. So, RH antigens are proteins. D antigen is the most important RH antigen. No natural anti-RH antibodies in the serum of RH negative individual. 8 blood types in humans are on the basis of ABO and RH blood group system. So, this is the recapitulation, or I can say this is the nutshell of all those points we have seen now.